This is TableTop, the thing that makes internet easier.
So okay, you've never been on the internet. Who can blame you? You were brought up in a time where there was no such thing. But does this mean you're too old to enjoy using the internet? Of course not. There's lots of things you could do on the internet. And it doesn't have to be hard. Let's take a look at a few examples. Are you one of those people who just has to read, hear, or see the news every day with no exception? But what if your infant but strong grandson tore your newspaper into pieces? And your television just broke? Boo! But don't worry, TableTop has just the solution for you. TableTop has a news feature that combines all the news there is to find from different sources. Newspaper articles, audio fragments, and video clips from television broadcasts are brought together and updated constantly. You know when you want to tell a friend something funny that just happened to you, but you can't reach him on the phone right now, or you don't want to bother him right now because you were going to call him tomorrow anyway? And you know how, when you finally do reach your friend, you've already forgotten that funny thing you absolutely wanted to share? It happens to all of us. But now imagine we could write down that funny story and send it to our friend. And our friend could read it whenever he liked. And all that without having to go through all the hassle of writing a letter, finding an envelope and a stamp and posting the letter. Imagine sending somebody a few words was as easy as pushing a few buttons. With TableTop, all you have to do is hit the yellow button for text messages with the tip of your finger. In this case, we want to compose a message that's a little longer, so we push the button on the right and a new screen pops up with an empty message field, an empty title field, and a button to choose a friend we want to send the message to. We start by giving the message a title. Something funny just happened to us. Indeed, we can do that just by writing with a pen-like object. TableTop will automatically recognize handwriting. Now say we made a mistake and our title should actually say me instead of us. No problem. We can just wipe out the mistake and replace it. Next, we choose Robert from our context, and now we can start typing our funny story. When you're finished, you just hit send, and now we're all done. Yay! Notice we automatically get sent back to the overview of all our text messages. Now we can read those new messages if we want to. Let's see, cheap Viagra now. No, we certainly don't want to read that. Boo! Let's just put our text messages aside for now. It's time to have some fun. Yay! Now how about crossword puzzles? Wouldn't it be great if we could do as much crossword puzzles as we like? With TableTop, we can do just that. We will choose a green button for games. For crossword puzzles, we push the lower button. There we get the puzzle on the right and the hints on the left. Let's see, I think we might know what the word on the second horizontal line should be. With the hint selected, we now see 6 empty boxes waiting for a letter appear in the text input field below. Suppose we accidentally speak Dutch and know which word we are looking for. We could write B A R R A K. Suppose, however, we don't speak Dutch, but we are a huge fan of President Obama. In that case, Barack wouldn't be spelled correctly now, would it? No problem, we can just wipe out the 2 letters like this to replace them by A. C. Another really cool feature is photographs. Now, how do you keep all those pictures in order? Sure, you can classify them in photo albums, but admit it, you probably have a whole lot of pictures stashed in a shoebox somewhere. Now, wouldn't it be just great if you could select, say, 30 pictures and put them in an album in just a few seconds' time? We can, and it's really simple too. We can move single pictures around, and if we come to a selection of pictures that belong together, we can select them simply by drawing a circle around the pictures with our finger. Notice how a new album pops up below, along with a button inviting us to give our album a name. So that next time when we want to see one of those pictures, we will know where to look. Once we've given a name to the new album, the pictures we've selected earlier slide right into that album. It beats a shoebox, right? But there's more. How about pictures taken by your grandson when he was in Brazil for 6 months? Could we add some of those to our TableTop photo gallery? With TableTop, this is really simple. We just have to put a device containing pictures, whether it is our own digital camera, our grandson's, or even our daughter's mobile phone, on top of the table, and TableTop will automatically recognize the device and transfer all the pictures down into our photo gallery. What if some pictures get transferred that we don't really want to save? Simple. We just have to draw a cross over them with our finger, and they will be deleted. But unfortunately, there's one thing that TableTop can't do for us, and that is feed us when we're hungry. So let's eat.